Welcome back to the Foundational Health Solutions podcast, everyone. I'm Eric Marquette, and as always, I'm joined by the one and only Dr. Stuart Hoover. Stuart, how are you doing today?
Hey Eric, I'm doing great. Excited to dig into this one. We're talking about pH Balancer, which honestly is one of those supplements that's just packed to the brim with good stuff. I mean, it's not your average multivitamin and has been my go-to daily supplement with thousands of clients for over a decade.
Not at all. I was looking at the ingredient list and, well, it reads like a who's who of superfoods and adaptogens. You've got ashwagandha, holy basil, rhodiola rosea, over 6,000 phytonutrients, 20 superfruits, alkalizing greens. I mean, it's almost intimidating. Where do you even start?
Yeah, it's a mouthful, literally and figuratively. But that's what makes it unique. The adaptogens in there, like ashwagandha and rhodiola, have been used for centuries to help the body handle stress. And then you've got all these phytonutrients from plants, which, are basically the little chemical messengers that help our bodies function at their best. Add in the superfruits and those alkalizing greens, and you're looking at a formula that's designed to support energy, digestion, inflammation, and more.
It's interesting you mention inflammation. I read somewhere, maybe it was Time magazine, that chronic inflammation is like the secret killer, and it's all tied to stress and acidity in the body, right?
Absolutely. Chronic stress, whether it's mental or physical, ramps up inflammation and acidity. That's when you start feeling achy, tired, maybe even a bit foggy. The pH Balancer is formulated to help your body adapt and recover from that stress and to bring things back into balance. I've seen it time and again in my practice. Actually, I had a patient, let's call her Linda, who was taking, I kid you not, a whole cabinet full of different supplements. She switched to pH Balancer, and within a few weeks, she told me her energy was up, her joints felt better, and she just felt more even. She even joked that she finally had room in her kitchen again.
That's brilliant. And I think a lot of people can relate to that, trying to juggle a dozen bottles, hoping they're getting the right mix. This seems to take the guesswork out of it.
Exactly. It's about making foundational health simple but also effective. And it's all natural, non-GMO, organic ingredients, no synthetic stuff. That's a big deal for a lot of folks.
Let's talk about what people are actually experiencing. I was looking at the reviews, 488 out of 5 stars, which is, well, pretty impressive. People are raving about increased energy, better digestion, less stress. There's even a registered dietitian who recommends it to her clients. That's not something you see every day.
Yeah, and it's not just one demographic. I've seen seniors using it for recovery, athletes using it for stamina and faster bounce back, and even folks with autoimmune issues reporting benefits. I remember a gentleman in his late 70s. He'd been struggling with recovery after exercise, and after a month on pH Balancer, he said he felt like he'd turned back the clock a decade. Now, I'm not saying it's a miracle cure, but when you support the body with the right nutrients, it's amazing what can happen.
I had a listener write in recently. Her name's Marsha. She's been dealing with Hashimoto's and leaky gut. She said switching to pH Balancer, along with some gut support, made a noticeable difference in her energy and digestion. She even said her whole family's on it now. I mean, that's the kind of feedback that really stands out.
Yeah, and you see that pattern over and over. People talk about not just feeling better, but being able to simplify their routines. I've had patients who were taking separate supplements for energy, digestion, stress, and so on, and now they just take this one product. The liquid form makes it super easy. Just take 1 ounce in the morning. That's it. But for those that may not like the taste, no worries. It also comes in easy-to-swallow capsules. It may not be perfect for everyone, but the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, and I noticed some people mentioned things like shorter recovery times, better sleep, even improvements in skin and mood. It's a wide range of benefits, which I guess makes sense given how comprehensive the formula is.
Right, when you address the root causes, stress, inflammation, nutrient gaps, you see improvements in all sorts of areas. It's not magic, it's just good science and a little bit of common sense.
So let's get into the convenience factor. I think this is where pH Balancer really shines. People are tired of managing a dozen bottles, right? This is an all-in-one, so you're not playing supplement Tetris every morning.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I used to have patients come in with shopping bags full of supplements. It's overwhelming, and honestly, it's easy to miss something important. With pH Balancer, you're getting vitamins, minerals, adaptogens, superfruits, greens, digestive enzymes, prebiotic fiber. It's truly the works. And if you want to go even deeper, there are related products like Humic and Fulvic SC, Fulvic 400X liquid, Lugol's iodine, and magnesium ER. But for most people, starting with pH Balancer covers a lot of bases.
That's a good point. But I do wonder, should supplements like this replace a varied diet, or are they more of a safety net?
Great question. I'm a big believer in food first. You can't out-supplement a poor diet, but the reality is, even with the best intentions, most of us don't get everything we need from food alone. Soil depletion, busy schedules, stress, it all adds up. So I see pH Balancer as a foundational support, not a replacement. For me, my morning routine is a shot of pH Balancer, a good breakfast, and then if I need to, I'll add in something like magnesium or electrolytes, depending on what my body's telling me. It's about making things simple, not complicated.
I like that. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. And honestly, if you can get most of what you need in one go, that's a win. Plus, less clutter on the kitchen counter, which my wife would definitely appreciate.
Mine too. And it's about building habits that last. If it's easy, you're more likely to stick with it. That's the real power of an all-in-one like this.
Well, I think that's a great place to wrap up for today. Dr. Hoover, always a pleasure chatting with you. And thanks to everyone listening. If you've got questions or stories about your own experience with pH Balancer, send them our way. We love hearing from you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Eric, and thanks to all our listeners for joining us. Please make sure to visit MotherEarthLabs.com to learn more about pH Balancer and other amazing products. We'll be back soon with more on Foundational Health Solutions podcast. Until then, we wish you all the best in health.